Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to LearnTube. Today, I am going to teach everyone that's a beginner how to use Scratch. So, from the start of the video, I'm telling you, if you know how to use Scratch, don't watch this video. If you don't know how to use Scratch, however, and you want to be good at it and be able to make incredible games and amaze your friends and your family and so on, keep watching because this video will teach you all you need to know about how to use Scratch. To start off, I'm going to teach you about this side over here, about something called Sprite. Now, what is a sprite? A sprite is simply the character that listens to the code that you write. Now, how does it listen to it? I'm going to tell you all of that later. Now, all I want you to know is that sprites are the characters that you use in code and they make a game. So, you have an option of four. You can either choose a sprite or choose a sprite or draw a sprite or paint it or just get a surprise where the library just selects a random sprite, or you can upload one from your device. I'm going to go through each of these step by step. For choosing a sprite, you just click at choose a sprite, and it opens for you this library. Now, if you want a more specified search, if you want an animal, just click the animals section, and it will show you all the animals that are there. There's quite a lot. People, it shows you most of the characters or humans. That is the sprite library. Now, if you are like me, and whenever you come to create a game, you get into the sprites library, and then you go like, nothing suits what I want. What do? You draw. So how do you do that? That's the second option. Paint. Yeah. So you click the paint, it opens this window, and from here you can draw literally whatever sprite you want. There are endless ways of drawing the sprite. So let's go through them step by step. We first have here the costume name. Costume name, you can literally name it cat, for example. But I'm not doing a cat because a cat is hard. I'm going to go sun, for example. And I'm going to actually name the sprite itself sun too. Right? Now there's a bunch of different tools over here. And for doing a sun, I'm going to use draw a circle, which is this one over there. You click it, and then you drag and let go. There, you made a circle. That was lucky for the fill to already be yellow, but usually you just select the color over here. Alright, I'm going to keep it yellow because the sun is yellow. Alright, so now there's a circle, it's colored in yellow. I want to give it an outline, and you probably guessed what you should do. Outline. And you do that by clicking that and then selecting the color of the outline. Now obviously, who wouldn't want his outline to be black? Because it's a sun. And here you can select the thickness. Oh, I forgot to select it. You do that by clicking that mouse icon and then selecting the circle and then doing the outline. Select its color and then select the thickness. I'm gonna go 3 is okay. The thicker it goes, you can go up to 122 or 1. One is so thin, and 122 so thick. But I'm going to go with 5. 5 is not bad. There we have a circle, it's outlined, it's colored, and I do not want it to look like a circle. I want to make it more like a star. But there is no star making tool over here. And I don't want to use the sprite library. What can I do? Using something called the reshape tool. You tap that, and then you need to first select it again. There, you select it, and then go to the reshape tool, and it shows you these 4 dots. Now, these 4 dots, you can bend, stretch, pull inwards, pull outwards. You can literally play with the shape as if it was Play Doh. Now, making a star would need more corners. You do that by literally tapping. There, I added a new corner. That's 1. New corner. That's 2. New corner. 3. New corner. 4. And there, you have a star. Never mind. Now, I guess you should have a star. There. Just keep stretching it. Now, obviously, for the size, you can edit that extremely easily. There we go. And for the head. There. It's a small star, but it still works. Now, you can make it even smaller by tapping it and then making it smaller. It's always a good idea to center it. And you do that by capturing it to the center of the canvas. And the canvas center automatically appears whenever you come to drag a shape. So you just make the center of the shape snap in the center of the canvas. And that's exactly how you use the reshape tool. The next tool we have is the brush icon. And you click that, and then your mouse turns into something like this. Now you can obviously draw. There. You can change the thickness, you can change the color, that's probably everything you can do. Next, we have the eraser, and with it, you can erase the shape and make it even cooler. And look, there. Now it looks like a cool shape. I'm gonna select that. There, now it looks like a cool shape. I think we should flip it a little. And there comes the next tool, which is the rotate tool. It's not a tool, but it's something you can do in the shape. Next, you have this fill icon. Now, let's say you have a square. There it is. And it has an outline, but it does not have a shape. I mean a color. And then you suddenly change your mind and then you want to color it, but you don't want to click back like this and then select it, and then you have hard times to click at the outline, and then you do this and fill it. Instead comes this fill tool. And with it, all you have to do is to select it, and then select the color you want to fill it in. For example, red. And then all you have to do, hover with your mouse, and then it turns red. As soon as you tap, it turned red. Now there's the circle too. There, it's empty, and there's actually no other way you can fill except like that. and tap, it became filled. Now, if you want to change the color, how you do that? Hover and tap. And there we go. That's how you use the fill tool. I'm gonna delete this circle. And if I want to add another circle, just hover over, and there I got a circle. So the next tool that comes after the fill is the text tool. Using it, you can write text. You can select the color. Let's say black. And let's say you want to change the size. For the size, you need to click on the mouse icon, then drag it, and it zooms up. You can change the font. And how you do that? This, and then select whatever font you like. There. And there are many different fonts you can use. The default is sans serif, and I really don't know why. They should have made it something more like pixel. Aren't they coding? So, whatever. Now we have a line tool. And I think you can guess what it does. Draw lines. If you click the shift, it makes the line straight. There we go. The circle tool, you know what does it do. And the square tool, you know what does it do. Now, there are two different things. Vector, which is what we're using now, and something called bitmap. And how you convert to either is like this. Click. Now, it turned into bitmap. And I'm sure you realized that everything became more pixel clear. So everything became clearer, the pixel in the thing. And that's simply because that is what bitmap does. And you notice even whenever you convert back to vector, it's still pixelated. So using bitmap is more for the people that know how to draw really well and they use it like every day. So I don't suggest that beginners use bitmap until they know how to write, how to be like very good art. Even for the text in bitmap cannot be deleted once it's made. So like if I say hi and then do this, I cannot come back and edit it. Done, it's permanent. Even when you convert back to vector, it's just permanent. There, I switched to the mouse. Still permanent. Everything's grouped together because it was converted to bitmap, so now everything is together. So I don't suggest bitmap, so I'm not going to go more in detail for bitmap. And that is how you paint and everything that has to do with paint. Now the third option you have is called the surprise. And if you tap that, a random sprite comes in. For here, they gave me a potion. If you don't like the potion, you can delete it and then click surprise again. Something completely random appears again. Now this is really helpful when you don't have an idea for something you can do. So if you like have no idea and then you click surprise and then comes a magic wand, oh, I can make a magic game or anything like that. So I think the reason why they added this in is for imagination. And the last option is for uploading. And how you upload is very simple. Just when you click upload, it opens for you a window where you can actually edit stuff. and, you know, put things from your own desktop. And that is all about sprites. So I hope you understood it for today. This is part one of the introduction on Scratch. If you like this video and want to go more and understand more about Scratch, make sure to subscribe so you do not miss any tutorials. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.